Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more League of Legends with PwngoreStormfiend. So, I am taking this opportunity to give you my first impressions on Heimerdinger's remake. As always, jumping into a pot game to give my first impressions so I can get an idea and feel without all the pressure of a normal game. I find it's hard to judge a character based on the normal game, and it's also a first impression, So, what have they done to Heimerdinger, you might ask? Well, they redid a lot of his abilities. First off, they changed his passive. What this does now is that you give himself, allied champions, and your turrets health regen. The big difference here is the fact that it doesn't affect these turrets. I personally don't like this, but that's me. What's the next thing they did? Well, your turrets, you can now have 3 of them. They prioritize Heimerdinger's targets and enemies attacking Heimerdinger. Their health increases with Heimerdinger's champion level, and they shut down if he moves out of the area. Heimerdinger generates a turret kit every 10 seconds and can hold a small amount of kits at once. The big thing here about these now is the fact that you have to stay in this circular area.
Yes, hurry. I have important work to get back to.
Think? What's the area in which they shut down? Alright, so this circular area must be actually the attack radius? Huh. You can apparently have 3 of these baseline, which is interesting. I mean, let's see if I put that there. Yeah, I can have 3 of these baseline. That's pretty neat. You only get to store 1, which isn't too bad. I guess it'll depend on how easy they can kill these. I'm trying to think who can actually stand on the edge of this and kill them. What does 3 turrets let you do, though? It lets you have more pushing power, which I don't know if is a good thing yet or not. I will say it makes you a bit harder to kill because you can upgrade. Oh, they changed upgrade too, so I'm not sure. So this is the new turret system. You get 3 is basically the dealio. The downside is that they do slightly less damage. And they do this laser thing now on, I want to say, like the first shot.
Very interesting.
Which kind of helps them deal with champions, basically. Because it's slightly longer range than their normal basic attack. Now, my problem with this laser is that I think it's way too easy to dodge. And don't get me wrong, it should have counterplay, but like, it seems ridiculously easy. Anyways, next we have our rocket, which I've actually got. Hold on, what? That is bizarre, these rockets. I don't know how I feel about these rockets. And then finally we have our grenade, which travels really fast. I mean, it's still the same dealio, but like, that's pretty. Yeah, you'll see the range. Actually, we can indicate the range on which these things become inactive, because they just were. So they become active actually fairly far from you. And I mean, the thing I will say is I'm glad that they don't just destroy themselves, that they actually just become silent and can't do anything.
Very interesting.
So, seems pretty neat so far. The turrets seem to be doing a lot of damage, but I don't know if that's mostly because there's 3 of them, or... I will say I don't like the fact that, like they got, I want to say they got a slight health decrease, and I know they got a slight damage increase. Or a decrease rather, because there's 3 of them. Which I don't know if it's cool or not, because before keeping up, your turrets in lane was actually somewhat difficult. I will say that the new rockets are pretty awesome. I'm not sure how they are for damage. Because of the way the rockets work, but I do like that they're aimable now. New E is just awesome. I mean, I can't really complain about it. It lost its silence, which I don't, or it's blind. So I'm not sure how I feel about that yet, but I just missed them. Oh well. Haven't got a chance to check out upgrade. Let's see what it says on tooltip. So on the tooltip, make next basic ability free and give it bonus effects. So if we place a turret that deals magic damage with its cannon and ball more magic damage with its beam for 8 seconds, it has splash damage, its attacks slow targets for 25% and doesn't count towards the turret limit. Your rocket swarm fire 4 waves of rockets that deal magic damage and take reduce damage, blah blah blah. Lightning grenade throws a bouncing grenade there. Discharges 3 times, dealing magic damage. Both the stun and slow area are larger, and the slow is improved. Okay. That is pretty cool. Oh, wow. So that was the rocket swarm. Holy. You know what? I think Heimerdinger is honestly just far better with these changes. I mean, going into these changes, I was worried they were gonna hit a core part of armor. I'm not seeing it. I think he's perfectly fine. I feel like they actually gave him burst to deal with enemies. The concern I have, though, just looking at this, is that I don't think competitively he's gonna be that scary. But I think maybe in the non-competitive scene, you're gonna see a lot of problems with him because it seems like he's got burst now, but he also still has his lane pushing capabilities. I mean, you'll notice there, like, I had 3 turrets back there that really haven't done anything, but if they were constantly pushing minions, then
Very interesting.
I could actually probably move these up. I don't like that it only stores 1 turret. I feel like it should still store 3 in case I need to get these all out. I mean, let's go back, get some items, see how much damage we can do with actual AB. What can we buy? Grab Seeker's Arm Guard.
Yes, hurry. I have important work to get back to.
So, AP scaling. Seems like they hit the AP scaling on Hextech rockets. Understandable. I mean,
The cosine of your root.
we saw how much damage it normally does, so makes sense.
Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle.
I don't like that this only storing 1 rocket at low levels, but I mean, I have to assume it scales with level. No, I can only still hold 1 kit at level 2. That's kinda lame. Alright, so we'll just keep pushing.
I theorize. What a feat! Oh, great!
Alright, duly noted. So, using upgrade doesn't affect your... Alright, so using upgrade doesn't reset the basic ability, which I don't know how I feel about. But it is toggleable on and off, so if you use it and then don't want to use it, you can turn it off.
I concur. I could help you do that better. You are fully designed for this.
I will say aiming these rockets takes a little bit getting used to. You might have saw me whiff them a couple times there. They gravitate towards your cursor.
Yes, yes, hurry. I have important work to get back to.
And then once I get to your cursor point, they start to fan out. So,
Order, entropy.
a little bit strange. A new skill shot mechanic we've not really seen before. If it could be called a skill shot. I gotta say, overall though, you know, my impressions of Heimerdinger right now are really, really positive.
Back, you dirty ape. Back.
Only complaint I really have so far, I guess, is the fact that you don't get to store multiple turrets at low levels.
Yes,
And I mean, I don't.
have important work to get back to.
Hasn't increased with rank 2, so it's annoying. Oh.
I could help you.
Alright, we'll drop a turret. The damage decrease on the turrets too is fairly noticeable, but I mean, it makes sense that there's a damage decrease. I mean, when you have 3 of them, so. I completely whipped my rockets there.
The cosine of your root divided by.
Yay, rockets of death and destruction. Should easily be able to push this late. Looks like you get a second turret at what is it? At 3rd rank? So that's pretty nifty, I guess. I still feel like you should get it at the lower levels because it's really annoying if you decide to go the rocket route.
Very interesting.
I wonder if they intentionally did it so you couldn't go like rocket route and then be able to set up turrets quickly in fights. Like, you know, going the rocket route was an impacting decision that you had to make. That very well actually could be the case.
I could help you do that better.
Alright.
I concur.
I gotta say, the one thing I will say about it is like not being able to put out 3 turrets because you have them stored up actually does
Order.
impact your
Ending cycle.
pushing power. I gotta say, I love the range indicators for the turrets because it kind of gives me an idea of how I have to place my turrets. the I have an idea of the overlapping fire areas and stuff. On the other hand, it gives my enemies an idea too, I suppose. So pros and cons with it, I guess. I probably should push that up more. No. It is what it is. But yeah, no, really I don't have any complaints other than the turret thing. I really don't have any complaints. Like he plays beautifully. Oh god. Pissed off a tower. I would definitely recommend checking out Heimer right now. Like very good champion, I think now. I think he's in a I mean, I don't think he's in a good competitive place, but I do think he's in a good place now. Like I think he can at least see solo queue play safely. Like before it was pretty you weren't supposed to play Heimerdinger in solo queue. Now not to say that you couldn't play him and do efficiently, like you really could. I mean, I used to play Heimer a lot in solo queue. Anyways, I will just finish up this game. Once more, I mean, I can't stress how fun this guy actually is to play now. Like, he was fun before, but I mean, it's nice to see everything actually working nicely and stuff, you know. Not having the splash damage on the turrets too kind of blows. Although I'm wondering if I actually do still get that. I gotta say though, the damage decrease is definitely noticeable. Like people couldn't have just walked through my turrets like they did before, or just now rather before. It really hit the cannon damage on the turrets hard, and then the actual beam damage is at best. Alright, let's grab this, and also grab go back blame. It's like, yeah, the cannon attack is only doing 62, and like before it was doing over 100, and like the beam does 200. It's like, that's cool, I guess. I think they might need to up the cannon damage a little bit, perhaps. At 5th level, obviously I can store 3 turrets. The damage still is kind of low. I don't like that upgrade doesn't change all your turrets, though. That's something else I gotta say. I really don't like that. Bam! Blow Sona up. I actually probably didn't need to ulti because the normal rockets probably would have did it, but whatever. Whatever. Oh, whoops, with those. Yay, turrets. I gotta say though, the turret damage, man. Bam, rockets. I like. On one hand, the turret damage is a lot less and really noticeable. On the other hand, the rocket nuke damage is a lot higher. So it's like I'm really.
Order.
I don't know how I feel about that because on one hand, the turrets are supposed to be iconic, but like it's not the case right now.
Yes, yes, hurry. I have important work to get back to.
So
I concur.
yay,
No sign of
turrets!
your wound. Divided by.
Yay, rockets! Man, these rockets are so fun, especially with upgrade.
I could help you do that better.
I gotta say, I can't really see a big reason to use the upgrade tower unless you're kiting. I mean, it does a lot of damage, but like the rocket nuke is just so good. Rockets still have a ridiculously long range too, which is nice.
Order. Entropy. A never-ending cycle.
Almost got Sona there.
Yes, yes, hurry.
Got a little cluster of turrets back here to protect us. Here, I'll stun him. Come on, no, run, Melzy. Run back into the turrets, they will protect you. Bam, rockets. Almost killed him. Almost. Not quite though.
For great science. I could
Rockets.
help you do that better.
I really like the rockets though. Oh, the rockets are so fun. Grab more AP.
I concur.
Yeah, I gotta say though, the cannon damage is kind of shitty, but then the rocket damage is like really good. I think they might need to shave off some damage on the rockets and then put it on the turrets. The cannon damage does a lot if they all hit you. Like
Divided by.
right now, if you get hit by all three cannons, you're taking over 900 damage, which is really good.
I could help you do that better. Eureka!
Oh, screw you, Fiddles.
For great science.
Ah,
Entropy.
rockets.
Cycle. Yes, yes, hurry. I have important work to get back to.
Rockets. All of the
I
rockets.
concur.
9,000 rockets. Man, though, yeah, like New Heimer's just really fun, super fun. I mean, again, like biggest complaints, the fact that you don't get to store 3 rockets at lower levels, and like the I'm saying rockets, 3 turrets at lower levels, and the fact that like turret damage is a little bit lower than I'd like it to be, but it's still made up for in the fact that the cannons do a lot of damage. So
I could help you do the second.
bam, rockets.
Yes, yes, hurry. I have important work to get back to.
Rockets, all of the rockets.
Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle. I concur.
All of the rockets. I'm about to get blown up here in a second, though.
No sign of movement. Divided by. Very interesting.
10 million rockets. Rockets are so fun.
Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle.
Alright, so almost got this tower down.
I could help you
Oh,
do the second.
owie. I will say knowing exactly where the tower edge is makes it really fun to put up
Yes,
turrets.
hurry. I have important work to get back to.
Because I know exactly where I can put them to be safe. And still get the maximum harass out of them. Whoops. Because kaboom, I guess? Well, I mean, they ate the rockets to the face with the ultimate, which is going to be like over 1,000 damage easily. Oh. Yay. Killed people. So, like, I think Heimer's nuke potential is really up there. I think the thing is that, like, all his nuke potential is so easy to predict and avoid.
I feel you defeat.
So, that is a thing.
Very interesting. Shut down. The cosine of your root. Divided by.
But, Annie.
Are poorly designed for this. Shut down.
Let's keep pushing forward for great Heimerdinger science. Gotta say though, once more, gotta reiterate how fun this guy is to play right now. Like, for me personally, probably one of the funnest champions to play right now, if not the funnest.
Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle.
Oh, I completely whiffed that rocket ult.
great science.
Bye, Fiddles. Oh no. Oh no, Annie, oh no.
I could help you do that better.
Yay, turrets.
You defeat.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, great science.
I need to go back and buy items. We went from having 6 to 22 kills in a very short period of time. Grab Rabadabadons. I wonder if they ever changed it so the Andres procs on turrets. Here's the weird thing. Leandres was proccing on turrets for a bit and then it stopped.
Yes, yes, hurry. I have important
For those
work.
of you who don't know.
I could help
So
you do that better.
turrets apply Leandres and like rely slow, then they'll be super duper ridiculously useful.
Yes, yes, hurry. I have important work to get back to.
Oh, rockets fly it.
I concur.
No, turrets don't. Which makes them pretty... It makes them pretty goddamn useless for someone like Heimerdinger.
Very interesting.
Because it's like...
You are fully designed for this. The cosine of u divided by order, entropy, a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, Heimerdinger.
Create black heat has destroyed. I concur.
Wait, are they applying it? No, they're not. Nasus must have get hit by one of my rockets.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Legendary. Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Bam, turrets. Alright, so yeah, these have been my first impressions. First impressions are Heimerdinger, fuck yeah. I recommend going and picking him up immediately and just screwing with him. He's pretty fun. Pretty solid now. I don't think he's an awful champion anymore. I never thought he was really an awful champion per se. I just thought he wasn't that competitive or even solo queue viable, even though I played him in solo queue. Anyways, this has been PwngoreStormfiend. I hope you enjoyed my first look at Heimerdinger, and I will see you all next time. See ya.